Dzień dobry. Buenos días. Dobry dzień. Bonjour. Guten Tag. Tere päevast. And if this microphone going to work all the time, then I might actually say something. I am here today not because I would be good in playing any music instruments or in singing, but because the word in the festival title caught my attention. I am original. I have lived in the mountains of Norway as a hermit any electricity running water. And since that time, 5 years ago, our holy father Robert passed away from this world. And then I have done a good deal of work, especially around Ireland, and Spain and France. This is okay. And I play the instruments of the British Isles. So I would present to you first of all the Irish whistles, which they call the tin whistle. It is also quite popular in Poland. They call it the flageolet. First of all, I will play an Irish Christmas carol called the Wexford Carol on a Colin Goldie low-D whistle. This is one of the best low-D whistles you can get in the world, made by the master German whistle maker Colin Goldie. If you find a green Irish hat somewhere in Politka, this is mine. But until someone finds it, I have a blue hat. This wasn't very audible, but the hotties make more sound. I have also here, which is the Chris Blackwater Heidi whistle made of African blackwood. So just for the sake that you hear how the sound is, I think I will play this one today. Even though this is the more traditional Irish whistle, those are the paddock whistles, and they have been tweaked by the professional whistle maker Killian O'Brien. I will play the Johnny O'Leary's polka, very well-known song. No, because I'm originally from Estonia. I will put on an Estonian hat. And I will sing an Estonian folk song. This is called the regilaul. It's a traditional Estonian way of singing. Probably it's inspired from the psalmod in the churches. And it goes like this, that there is the foresinger that sings a verse and the choir comes in at the last syllable and the foresinger again comes with the second verse and you can go on forever. And the lyrics of this song, which in case your Estonian is a bit rusty, I will explain. This song tells about that let us sing while we can, because when we get under the nice black earth and into a beautiful coffin and under a clean white linen, we have enough time to be silent. So I just sing a few verses. Laula, laula, suhukene, laula, laula, suhukene, liigu linnu kelekene, liigu linnu kelekene, mõlgu marja meelekene, mõlgu marja meelekene, ilutse südamekene, ilutse südamekene, küll saad siis sa vaita olla, küll saad siis sa vaita olla, kui saad alla musta mulla, kui saad alla musta mulla, valge laudade vahelde, valge laudade vahelde, kenad jestu keskele, kenad jestu keskele. Now we move on to Scotland. So I put on a Scottish hat, which is called the Glencarry cap, which the Scottish bagpipers wear. I have played the Scottish Highland bagpipes for 3 years, and actually I was going to play those here. But then it was thought that it is too loud and it is too small venue. And actually I would dispute that now when I see how noisy it is here anyways. So maybe next year. But they are indeed very loud. After I met my Scottish bagpipe teacher in Scotland for the first time, and I heard the bagpipes in the living room, I thought, what have I got to know myself mixed up in? It didn't sound so loud on YouTube. And then when I tried to play the pipes, I could hardly get the sound out from them because they are so hard instrument to play. So in order to console myself, I started watching videos on YouTube whether women are also playing bagpipes. So that means if women can do it, it's not about muscle strength. But since I don't have the real bagpipes, I have this with me. This is called the Bagpipe Practice Center. So before you move on to the real pipes, which is a different story altogether, because you have to at the same time, you have to blow, you have to push, play the melody, all the 3 drones have to be in tune. So before that, everybody practices on that, which is called the Bagpipe Practice Center. You practice the fingering on those first. And yeah, it's a rather complicated way of fingering, not very easy. When my teacher wants to tease me, he says that, remember Michael, it's only 9 notes. But I will play for you a Scottish slow air called the Dark Isle. So this is not a concert instrument really. It's just for practice, but you get some kind of idea what it is like. that's it. It's even this is not easy to play. Your lips get so tired that after 5 minutes I'm just finished. I don't know how the back has go on for hours. I don't have any Norwegian hat with me, but I'm glad to see Norwegian flags here. Snakker noe norsk. Snakker noe norsk eller bare later som om. Okay, I don't think anyone speaks Norwegian here. But as we know, there is a long-standing ties between Norway and the British Isles, mainly because of the Vikings. As one Norwegian Catholic priest said when he was leaving England with some things that he had bought, we in Norway have a 1,000-year-old tradition of tax-free shopping. So I will sing for you a Norwegian folk song in dialect. This is what they call a bonsøl, a lullaby for children. And it tells about Martins of Norway. It was in the area where we lived. It was very special life, you can imagine. With no electricity, candles, water from the well, no phones, no internet. And the Norwegian mountains covered by snow. So I just sing that for which in dialect, so actually most Norwegians do not understand what the words mean. Så väntet barn, och så vottet barn. Hei hiine tei kastar me hyppi hei kroon. Hyppi haukeli, hyppi rohteli. Kapte hyppa brangli. Syr lamre lamrei. Syr lamre lamrei. Syr lamboni.
Bravo.
And finally, the last instrument, which you are supposed to put on before you get on the stage, but I didn't really have time for that. These are what is called the Northumbrian pipes. Just a moment, I put them on. This was one of the main reasons which I came, because those are very exotic instruments. They are played almost exclusively in Northumbria, the northeast of England, in the Anglo-Saxon culture. If you know, in the Lord of the Rings of Tolkien, the riders of Rohan were inspired by Anglo-Saxon culture. And those are what is called the small pipes, so they are played with the bellow, which you pump. There are many small pipes in the world. There is the Scottish small pipes and the Irish Ian pipes are also, and they are not small pipes, but operated with a bellow. And they are very special in that sense that they are like other wind instruments where the sound comes out from the hole in the top. The Northumbrian pipes, the end of the wind pipe is closed. So the sound comes out when you open your fingers, otherwise it is completely closed. And the only reason why I can play them, because it is only a few makers in the world who make them, it's all handmade instruments, is because of Corona. Because my piper teacher, Kenny Wilson, began teaching courses through Zoom when Corona started. So that's how I can learn those instruments. And it has, you see, this is what is called drones. Here comes out the steady sound characteristic of the bagpipes. And I have only played them for 6 months. But I thought it's interesting to see, at least to hear what the sound is. I haven't opened all the 4 drones, I opened 3 of them. I hope they're still in tune more or less. And to wrap this all up, I will play for you a Northumbrian tune called Because He Was a Bonny Lad. Thank you very much. I could teach you a couple of Estonian podcasts also, but there is no time for that. Dziękuję bardzo. Duże дякую. Our monastery was closely connected with the Ukrainian Greek Catholic Church. Father Robert also celebrated the Ukrainian Byzantine rite, so actually began learning Ukrainian before he began learning Polish. So, duže дякую. Merci beaucoup. Muchísimas gracias. Viile danke. Tusen takk. Suur tänu.